Welcome back, everyone, to the final hour here of the West Marches. Steven, what's up?
All right, so I think Sheldrick was just about to try to grab whatever had been resting on his shoulder, right? Would you
Whatever
make
that.
would you make a let's see, this is a grapple, so let me see what kind of rules we've got to support that.
And also, I don't know if this counts, but I want to try to be as stealthy as I can. Try to sneak up so I'm right next to it before I even try to grab it.
Yeah. Roll a stealth check for me, please. Yeah, okay. And let's see about its perception. Oh yeah, it totally sees you sneaking up on it. So roll a athletics test with disadvantage.
How do I select the? Oh, do I just roll it as normal?
Yeah, and then you take the worst of the two. Okay, 3, and it has advantage on a acrobatics check to escape. So that's a 15. So you like scratch your hand at the spot that you feel something pressing on you. It launches itself off of you. You feel it push off of your shoulder, and then like you grab it at nothing. There's nothing there. Maybe you feel like a scrape against your fingers, and like through thin air, it's like the air peels back away from this tiny creature. It's like the size of your hand. It's a bright red fairy dragon. It's a little tiny lizard with a crest on the back of its head, a frill down the back of its body, like all along its spine, and its wings are like insect wings, gossamer, large, almost like translucent moth wings or lacewing, if you know that insect wings.
So physically, it looks like pretty frail.
Yeah, it's tiny. But it's sort of looking at you, and you hear it go, and it sort of like flies a little loop, and then it's like hangs hovering in the air in front of you. It goes, opens its mouth at you.
It sounds adorable. So can I kind of, while maintaining eye contact with it, can I kind of sneak a mage hand up behind it and try to grab it to where I would have like control of its body?
Wow. Yeah. So yeah, totally. Give me a stealth test. Let's see. 11. Okay. Are you like trying to do anything to distract it while you're doing this?
In this case, no. But
Okay.
I'm going to hope that, like I'm dealing with this. I'm assuming my guys are seeing this happen because we're all kind of standing next to each other.
Yeah.
So at this point, like I don't know if other people are making noise or if what they're saying, but I'm kind of diverting all of my attention on trying to kind of coax this thing down so I can grab it.
I think kind of everybody's like looking at you and it and just sort of absorbed in the moment. So it's like turning little loops in the air and hovering, and then like does a little like sort of figure 8 fly, and then hovers and looks at you. Goes,
Can I toss the piece of rations?
You sneak your mage hand up behind it, and you wanted to try and grab it with your mage hand?
I want to kind of try to scoop it towards me, so kind of like throw it off balance, and then kind of take a step forward and try to maybe kind of grab it too.
Okay.
So kind of distract it with the mage hand while coming up from in front of him and grabbing it.
Nice. Okay. Give me another athletics check with advantage. So yeah, like you get your mage hand into position behind it, you gently push it towards you. Holy shit. What are the odds?
I know! This is ridiculous today.
I think that's a 1 in 400 chance of rolling the same number on 2d20. Anyway, yeah, so that's plus, it's... Yeah. Ooh. Okay. Yeah. So you like go lunging for it, try to grab it, and it like your hand grabs around it, but it like puts its little paws on your hand, and then it wriggles out of your grasp. You feel it like actually it's quite strong, wriggling out of your hand, and then it takes to the air, and it sort of like flies up into a tree just above you, and it's like looking down at you, goes like that.
So
and then it turns around and it sticks its tail out.
So at this point, I'm smiling like this is funny, and I'm gonna kind of look at the other people and say it didn't bite me, and I'm gonna use my mage hand. Okay.
A bright glob of goo comes splatting down on the front of your shirt.
Uh-oh.
Oh, God, he shit on you.
Does it do anything? Does it
No.
hurt? Does it burn? Does
No,
it glow?
it's kind of glowing in a fairy fire sort of way. It's got like sparkles of light coming off of it, and that's about it. You hear from up above you.
Oh God! It duded on you, man.
Yeah, you just
So
got
I'm gonna
shit
look
on.
down at my shirt, and I'm gonna look around at all three of my guys. Anyone? Does anyone know what this is?
I think you know what it is.
Maybe
sir.
you should taste it.
Don't.
So,
well,
okay, what I'm
go,
gonna
go
do-
ahead. Go ahead.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a finger, and I'm gonna wipe it
Yeah.
out of this. And I'm just gonna look up at the dragon and go.
Yeah. It goes.
So at this point, I mage hand, and I start kind of just petting it on the back of the neck.
Oh, ooh, yeah. So like it sees your mage hand approaching, it's sort of looking at it, sort of like darts its little mouth at it a couple times, and then your mage hand finally gets like a good stroke in along the back of the neck. It goes.
Aw, I will.
So at this point, I look around, I just kind of go, oh, okay. So I'm gonna reach in and take out one of my rations
Uh-huh.
and just kind of wave it.
Okay. Yeah. Give me an
Four
animal
down.
handling check. Okay, 9, not
Let's just
terrible.
assume I'm rolling 5s for the rest of the time. I'm just gonna
Yeah,
stop
yeah,
rolling.
that's fair. Would you like to take 5? Yeah. Yeah, like it sort of like sniffs, and then it flies down and it's hovering like just out of reach above you. And then it sort of closes its eyes and shakes its head a little bit while it's hovering, and then it sort of like hovers slowly closer and closer, and then you hear like a little, and you look to your left to where the sound's coming from, and you see the air peeling back away again, and there's a violet colored fairy dragon next to you, and you hear another, and you look sort of over to your right, there's an orange, brightly orange jewel colored one that appeared immediately to your right, and as sudden as like just like that, as soon as you all look around, there's like 7 or 8 fairy dragons that are like flitting through the air around you. And the red one just like darts a bite at the ration in your hand.
Has anyone seen that jellyfish scene from Sphere? Just saying. It all
Yeah,
starts cute
yeah.
and friendly. Anyway, okay.
As soon as
so what I'm gonna
Bardrick
do-
sees this happening, she's gonna like scramble in her bag for like a ration and then pull it out and like run over and start like holding it up as high as she can in the air. But she's only
Yeah.
like yay tall, so she's like, if this was like a bird feeder, she'd just be
Yeah.
it would be kind of laughable. So
Bardrick, would
she's
you
gonna,
roll?
like jump up.
Would you roll an animal handling check for me?
Brother.
Holy shit! So maybe you've heard a story about this or something like that, Bardrick. But
Yeah.
you place the ration flat on your hand and you hold it up and you just go really still and quiet.
Okay.
And yeah. And you feel 3 fairy dragons land on your hand and arm. Their little tiny claws like pricking in your skin. It hurts. It's not a good feeling, but you keep yourself like perfectly still. And
It's
you
like
hear
squirrel.
them. Yeah, you hear them like munching happily on your ration. So like the others of you that look at Bardrick, she's got a green one, an indigo one, and a yellow one resting on her arm. The yellow one's perched on the end of her fingers, like chowing down. The green one and the indigo one are sort of struggling, like doing a little tug of war over a piece of the ration.
Aw.
At this point, I'm going to tear off some thirds of mine and kind of toss them at Kellen and Kurthak.
Some thirds. Oh, of the.
Of the ration.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I just
Dude.
I kind of just let them hit me like. We don't have time for this.
Yeah, I guess when I like catch it in midair and just eat. I'm like, we gotta go.
Mm.
Fair.
Brother, eat one of them. You should eat one of them.
So meanwhile, you're in the bag that I've still tossed over my shoulder behind him. I'm just,
Oh my god.
no,
Eat one of them.
no.
The red one, like, it responds to you saying, no, no, and it just, like, flies away and hovers near you, goes, meh.
Then I'm going to kind of go, oh, no, and kind of hold my ration to it and kind of coax it back if I can.
Yeah, it flies back and sort of perches on the end of your fingers and keeps eating.
Put one in the bag. Put one in the bag with me. I'll eat it.
I wish I could talk to them.
So I'm just gonna kind of look at him and
That's actually Maldrick laughing.
So I'm gonna kind of just look at this little dragon and kind of look up at Kurthak and Kellen kind of standing there awkwardly looking at me. Bardrick, what do you think?
About these awesome little fairies? Can we keep them?
I kind of look over at Kellen and Kurthak.
I don't know how to talk to them. Kellen,
These things have a something, a hierarchy that they respond. No, we're not keeping them. 'Cause I don't want to know who owns these, who actually owns them.
Kellen,
Or
talk to it for me. Talk to it for me.
I can't talk to it. I already tried. They don't understand anything I'm saying.
Oh,
Kurthak.
So while they're saying this, I'm gonna walk over and pick up Maldrick.
Oh, do I get one?
I kind of look at him in a second, and then I walk forward and. You guys ready to go?
Yeah, I've been ready.
I guess
Ready to go.
so. Bardrick
So I'm
notices
going
that
to-
like all of the granola or whatever was in her hand is gone, so she kind of
Yeah.
like pulls her hand down, and she sees all these little bite marks all over her little tiny hand, and she goes, "Oh."
Okay, Shaldrick and Bardrick, since you guys are such great friends, how about we promise to get you one on the way home?
Really?
Yes, you can have one on the way home. We'll come back and we'll grab one and we'll keep one. How about that?
Okay.
Oh my God, you laugh like that. That's all right.
So I'm just gonna
Well,
kind
I
of stare.
didn't get the fucking dog. I wanted a wolf pup. I didn't get one of those. The least I can get is a fairy. Come on.
I promise you on the way back. Can we
Cool.
agree to that? Okay.
That's
Let's
okay.
keep moving.
So at this
Cool.
point, I'm just gonna kind of shrug. I'm gonna say, let me just try one more thing, and I'm gonna reach into my pack. And I'm just gonna kind of looking at the dragons, the fairy dragons. I'm just gonna kind of hold up the silver necklace with the leaf on it. Just kind of look at them and kind of shrug. Not
Yeah.
expecting anything.
You know, like maybe like a blue one comes and flies and like grabs onto the pendant and is sort of dangling from it, like swinging back and forth, and then it lets go, it flies away and sort of like does like a little figure eight before flying off.
All right. So I'm gonna take out one more ration. So that's 2 I've used this time, and I'm just gonna kind of look up and look around, kind of look at all of them, and just lay it on the ground, and start walking with the other guys.
Yeah. Okay. Are y'all all walking away now?
Yes.
Yep. Okay. There's a horde of fairy dragons that are all, you know, munching on the ration that Sheldrake left on the ground behind you. Where are you going?
So we have reached the source of the
Yeah.
water.
So like, there's one of these larger pools out back of the tower is where the stream seems to be coming from.
What was that?
Wait, what?
Oh, I get it now. Oh, thank you. No, that's a ridiculous idea.
Oh, Skype struck again, Cope.
Co's down.
Goes down.
So you say that again, Steven. I'm sorry.
So out in the back of the tower, there's a larger pool, and that's where the stream is actually coming from. Looks like a spring. That's the origin of the stream that y'all were following.
Yeah, that's our destination, to find the origin and then look around to see if there's any beaten paths that don't lead to the tower.
Oh yeah. Go ahead and roll a survival check.
I'd love to. Come here. With
You get
advantage.
extra +2. With advantage? No, it's a +2. So like it takes you a while, right? And these fairy dragons are still sort of following you around. And actually maybe the way it goes down is like you're sort of stumbling off in one direction and then you feel like like a fairy dragon pulling on your shirt, but there's nothing there, right? You just see like your shirt getting pulled up.
Okay.
And
Everybody, look around for evidence of human-sized tracks.
It's pulling you in like over towards the other side of the pond.
Okay.
Are you gonna go with it?
The fairy dragon is pulling me?
Yeah. It's yanking on your shirt.
All right. I'll go.
Okay.
I stay really close to Kellen.
Yeah. You follow the direction that your shirt is being pulled in, and then it like pulls you downwards, and you look down at the ground, and you see a number of like scrapes and scratches in the ground as of plants coming out of the pool and heading in the northwest direction.
Oh.
So water plants are coming out of the lake and making tracks to follow.
Give me a perception test, Kellen.
Okay. There we go.
Oh, yeah. So lightly obscured amongst all of the scratches and scrapes of these plant tracks, you see a single small moccasined footprint in the mud.
Okay. This looks like the right way. This looks like where we need to go. I will continue to track these. Since I have at least one to go on and a direction, I will continue to look for more tracks and follow them.
Okay.
Or location, whatever.
Yeah, cool.
Okay.
Yeah, give me another survival test to follow this line of tracks now that you've found it.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, cool. And that's actually a 15 because of your thing.
Forest.
So, it takes you the rest of the day to follow them, and you follow them for quite a ways. Eventually, like, all of the plant tracks disappear. Like, one will peel off to the right, one to the left. They sort of all spread out, even though the main course continues in a certain direction, until even that finally disappears. And then you're just following the very occasional moccasined footprint. You're really only ever seeing one at a time, until finally even that disappears. And it's gotten to be about nighttime. Like, the end of the day has come upon you.
Uh-oh.
The rest of your day passed uneventfully. It's gotten quite dark here in the Starkwald. You've entered into a section of the woods that's much deeper and darker than the other section you were in before. It's denser. You're fighting your way through the underbrush. You're going much slower. Really, it's the right time to take a long rest if that's something that y'all wanted to do.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, that's probably good.
Yes, we set up camp here and resume our trail or tracking in the morning.
Okay, great. Does anybody want a scene for themselves? Shaldrick, were you cooking something up?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
So Shaldrick kind of waits until everyone's asleep, and at that point, he's doing his watch and kind of looking around, and he, without looking, pulls out the skull and kind of looks down. It's about time we got some time, so I want you to look at this. What do you think? And he holds up the necklace and kind of shows it in front of him.
Shiny. I like it.
It's not what I asked. What do you think it means?
Well, put me up closer to it.
Kind of holds it right next to it, so it's like just a few inches from it.
Well, and basically, like, all I know is what he knows. Like, I can't give him any information like that Maldrick would know. So I'm just like kind of goading him into making different like searching different ideas and shit. I'm guessing.
Okay.
You're basically like a form of crazy conscience at this point.
There you go. Well, it doesn't look like dwarf make. We're not people that really are into leaves and stuff. If I had to guess, it'd probably be something elvish. Not sure what the leaf stands for, but it's definitely either a craftsman's mark or some sort of religious mark. But since we know that the leaf stamp is on the bar and on the silver piece, I'm guessing it belongs to some sort of company, like some sort of like logging, mining, something company that makes crafts out of these items and that is the mark telling everyone that sees it that this is their work.
So Sheldon kind of nods a little bit and looks down and he goes, let's focus on what's important here.
Yeah, eating.
Someone wrapped... No, shut up.
I was hungry. I mean, come on.
Shut up.
Ears.
Wait, no. Okay. Now let's focus on what's important here. This was wrapped around something that was dead and then made alive. Now we know that crystal's involved, so that's one thing. But what does this necklace have to do with it? And how do we make this work for you?
Well, I like making things work for me, but if I had to hazard a guess, I would say that the tree thing killed a human thing, and as it was like kind of rooting along, whatever you want to call it, I don't know if it's walking, but I'm guessing after it killed the thing, it just got entangled up into its roots. I don't know if like some human thing became a tree thing.
I'm following your things. We're good there. So that brings us to our next stop.
I'm guessing someone would value this.
Here's the deal. We got three things to look at right now. 2 things, but there's a third. Now we know that the silver thing made the baby come back. That's 1. Maybe we can do that to you. Now we know the crystal was put into a tree that came to life. That's 2. Now we got this woman that the bard that talks weird was talking about bringing back the girl that got eaten by the gibbering thing. That's 3 thirds. Now, which one of those are we going to do, and what can you do to help me do it? Because I ain't doing this for me.
No, listen. I've always been the smarter of us, so you have to listen to me. Okay, first, I say we ask the elves, or maybe not ask, maybe, something a little more forceful than ask, but find out from them if they know anything. And then we find this crazy whatever lady, and then we find out what she knows. And then, if none of those work, I say we take it back to the town, and we sell it, and then we get drunk, and then after we get drunk and wake up, we go back to the fairy dragons, and you put one in the bag, and I eat it. How's that sound for a plan?
I think it's the best we got right now.
Perfect.
What I was thinking of doing is taking that crystal and just popping you right on top of it. Are you down with this?
I'm dead. I'm down with everything. Put me.
You've always been a jokester.
Give me crystals. I'll eat those too.
Okay. Well, perfect. So at this point, Sheldon just kind of lets a breath out, and he kind of roots through, takes out a drink, just pours some on the skull, just right on top of it, and just takes a swig himself, and he goes, glad you're here, buddy. I don't really know if I could do this without you, and I can't wait to see you again.
Tasting that stuff reminds me that how much better we had it ale-wise at home. This is weak shit.
You are not kidding. And Sheldon kind of looks down and laughs a little bit, and he says, do you know how close I was to throwing you on top of that owl bear and bringing it back? You're lucky I was in a
Wait a minute. Hold on. So you're saying I would be me, but I'd have owlbear arms and stuff? We have to do this. In fact, why don't you leave the camp right now so we can do this?
Yeah, well, let's focus on one thing at a time. The bones will always be there. They'll always be there. And now we got some of those little things throwing shit at it. We'll be fine. It'll be there. But mark my words, we'll be back. We just got to bring enough beer.
Promise?
At that point, he kind of puts his hand on the skull and he goes, promise.
Okay.
Fade to black.
You guys are the cutest brothers ever.
Does anybody have a question for Cohh?
That wasn't covered in that exhaustive scene?
I don't think I do.
I don't think that there's much that we could cover in that.
All right, I'm gonna give.
And Zeke should obviously be getting
Yeah,
inspiration.
I'm giving inspiration to Shaldrick and to Kellen.
Okay.
Awesome.
I can't wait to see if that'll work.
That's so cute.
Maldrick comes back with an owlbear body. Oh, awesome.
Cool. Okay, let's see how the night goes.
Well, if you're rolling D numbers, that means there's like a group of things, and I don't like groups of things.
Yeah, Steven is quiet for far too long this time. Shit.
Okay, so what's the order of the watches again? Bardrick, Shaldrick, and Kellen?
Yeah, oh, well, who was hurting the most? Kurthak would have taken a longer rest, yeah.
Yeah. Well, Kurthak is
same,
like
same as before.
he's the one that like we don't let take the watch.
Yeah, you don't let me watch.
Yeah. Okay. Let me see. So Shaldrick, would you make a perception test?
Guys, I'm telling you, it's Albert Dwarf.
Incoming, let's say, we'll go with 4.
Super Serial Albert Dwarf.
I'm actually really disappointed you didn't just go back.
Guys, look what I made.
Yeah, okay, Shaldrick, it's late at night, you know, the fire is burned low. You're taking watch, you've taken over from Bardrick. And it's probably like an hour or two into your watch, and you hear a large snuffling and crunching sound from nearby. Crunch, crunch.
Boar?
So at this point, I'm going to kind of peer at it
Yeah.
and then kind of look down at my skull. So I'm not taking any chances here. And I stand right up and I hold my hand up and I whistle. I whistle loud.
Yeah. So like to wake the
up.
others up.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Everybody hears this loud, piercing whistle.
And I just point. Right when they all get up, they're kind of waking up and stuff. I'm just pointing right at wherever the sound's coming from.
Yeah. You hear this. Woohoo! From off in the forest.
Yay.
Um,
I immediately grab for my rapier.
Does it immediately send chills down my spine as it sounds similar to the thing that may have destroyed my brother?
yes.
Oh, God.
You break out in a cold sweat. So
how close are we to the down tower?
you're like a couple hours beyond it, I think. You guys went marching for maybe another 2 hours or something.
You're on your own. Out of here.
I think that
So
we
I'm
should
gonna-
roll for initiative.
Okay, knowing that, by the way, as I'm pointing, I'm gonna shout "Owl Bear," just because since I've heard that sound, just to make sure everyone's clear, that's gonna be shouted too.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, because I guess I've heard that sound as well.
So let's
Yeah.
see.
I would not have encountered one of these before, so I don't know what to expect. Wow,
this is a
we're all
good-
doing really well for initiative.
Good arrangement that we've got here. So let's see. This is a large monstrosity,
Oh God.
Kellen.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
And
I'm clicking on my I'm trying to click on Sheldrick Ironheart on the map, but it's not selecting it, so I can't roll initiative.
Try
that's
try
so
again.
strange.
Does it work now?
Oh yeah, that did it. Thank you.
Oh God.
I think it's
Cool.
if someone has it selected and your icons are over someone else, I think it hides them for that person, but they're still up there. I don't know.
Weird. So yeah, let's see. We'll get a couple trees out and some like bushes and stuff. So this is a really dense area. there's a bunch of like areas of dense terrain and stuff. So let's see. I'll take this brown and draw a couple trees. Whoops, that is not a tree. Yeah, square trees. Good. Excellent.
Yeah.
And these green patches are big blobs of difficult terrain where there's like shrubbery and stuff.
So I don't have any level 1 spells right now, do I?
Correct. None of you have had the benefit of your long rest yet.
Oh.
And those of you who were asleep are probably not wearing your armor.
Can I do a perception check to see how many there are?
There's only one.
Okay. Like as far there's no other like sounds. There's only one that I hear.
Correct.
Cool.
Let's see. Roll. Okay, it got a 2 for initiative, so that's pretty good. I know, Kiska, they're all gonna die.
Ha!
Yeah, there we go.
I really
There we
wish
go.
I was level 4 right now, because then I would have slow fall, and then I would just jump up in the air and then slam down from the top and take 0 falling damage, but put falling damage on him
On it.
and kill
Yep.
it the same way we killed it before.
You can do that anyway.
I could. I'd probably die. Well, actually, it's been a long rest.
No, it hasn't been a successful long rest for you yet.
Fuck. So I don't
just-
have my. What is the? I guess I'll look it up. The bring to 0. Like I wonder what if that's once per fight or what.
Shaldrick, it's your turn.
Okay, so I'm gonna. Oh wow, I don't. I'm gonna use. I'm gonna stay in the back, and I'm going to use acid splash on him.
Okay. So you point your finger, a blob of acid flies out in that
Fuck, long
direction.
rest.
Cast that spell. DC 10 Dex. It saves, so it takes no damage from that. All right, Bardrick, your turn.
Steven, we haven't had a long rest since we fought last, right?
I'm going to Vicious Mockery it because that's within 60 feet.
Yep.
And that's all, I guess.
Cast it up. It fails. It takes 1 psychic damage. It has disadvantage. So
Okay.
-1 and disadvantage. Okay. Yep. Absolutely. Kurthak, your turn.
We're in the forest, right?
Yes. Dense forest. Deep
Hypothetically,
forest.
how would this roll out if I were to jump up in the air using like double the distance of my jump and then
Yeah.
slam down on top of it? with,
I
a
mean,
knee?
like, doubling the distance of your jump it means you're not jumping 4 feet in the air, you're jumping 8 feet in the air, which
Oh.
really, that's not a lot to give you, like, falling damage or anything like that.
Gotcha.
But here's what we could do. If you did that, then I would give you advantage on your attack roll.
But it would only still be 1 attack roll because I can't use
Yeah.
a bonus action. Yeah, I'll just go up and do flurry of blows on it. So
Okay.
that's a chance for more damage. So here's the hand axe.
Are you able to move yourself all the way up there? Yeah, you absolutely are. Put yourself in the right position.
I would be right here.
Okay, cool. Yeah, totally. Okay, so that 10 misses.
Here's first unarmed strike.
Okay.
Fuck.
That
here's
7 is a miss. 16 does hit, so 7 bludgeoning damage. Nice.
And then it gets the be knocked back. Actually,
Is that
this
strength?
this is an owlbear.
Yes.
Let's have it. Let's have it take a dex save to see if it's going to be knocked prone.
Okay. It succeeds.
Okay.
Okay, so it's not knocked prone. Kellen, your turn.
Okay, this is why I got the bow, baby. Monstrosity. Okay, so I hear the owlbear and I know that this is my moment. So I grab out Nadia. I don't have any armor on, but that's okay because I guess I'm like a 13 rather than 16.
Yeah.
So grab Nadia off the ground, sling the arrows on my back real quick, and then mark the creature first.
Okay.
The hunter's mark. Hunter's mark. There we go. Hunter's mark, and then I will expend 3 charges from Arnadia's stats, or I get 6 charges. I will expend 3 of them to add advantage to my first attack roll.
Cool.
So here we go. First attack roll with Arnadia, the Basilisk Slayer. Advantage, go!
Nice, 20. Not bad at all.
And then since it's already been damaged, so that's 8 piercing.
Yeah. Plus 1 is 9. Plus 1 d6.
Plus a d6.
3. So that's what? 12 damage. Not bad at all.
Yep. And then oh, I can't move since I used my bonus action to mark it.
Yeah, totally. You're well, you can still move. You can still take your move action, right?
Oh, you can. Okay, good.
Yes.
And that is I get 35
Yeah.
within range of that thing. So if I wanted to, let's see. Let me just measure where I can go here.
In the meantime, the owlbear takes strikes for at Kurthak. It makes one with its beak and one with its claws.
Okay.
So it strikes at you with its beak, missing you completely, like gouging out a furrow in the ground, and then with its claws, it strikes at you. I think that's a hit.
It's a hit by 1, yeah.
Yeah, totally. Okay. For 11 damage.
All right, I am at 9.
All right, Shaldrake, your turn.
I move by this tree so I can kind of,
Yeah, I see that.
move around the tree in case it starts ringing around the rosing me.
Yeah.
So, quick question.
Prestidigitation.
Prestidigitation.
Oh, it has does it have disadvantage from?
Oh yeah, it totally does. Yep. So let's see what that second attack. Nope, it hits you.
Okay.
Bardrick's disadvantage is gone from this turn, right?
It's been used. Yep.
Okay. So an owlbear is a wild animal, and I have prestidigitation.
Hardest word to say. Indeed.
You create an instantaneous harmless sensory effect, such as a shower of sparks, a puff of wind, faint musical notes, or an odor. Can I use this to make the owlbear think it's on fire, or create a small fire near it? Would that have any effect on a wild animal?
This is really an illusion spell, so you're not actually creating sparks. You're just creating the illusion of sparks.
Oh, I know, but would that freak it out? Would that because
you could probably do? Yes. What's your level? 3.
I am a rank 3 rogue, and this is a cantrip.
Yeah. Yes, I will let you do that. Go ahead and roll an intimidation check, and we'll give your prestidigitation. We'll account for that in the intimidation. We'll say this is how you're doing it. 15 is pretty good. Okay. Roll 4d8. I'm kind of treating this the way color spray and sleep are treated. It's like you've got 21 hit points worth of creatures that you can frighten with this. Normally it would have been 3d8, but between prestidigitation and a strong intimidation, you've got an extra d8 of hit points that you can damage. Unfortunately, the owlbear, these shower of sparks go off in front of it. Maybe you make a loud noise at the same time. It just sort of goes, ooh, and shakes its head back and forth, and it doesn't look too put out by this.
So no real effect. Okay. So using the second part of my turn, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to use my hide, and I'm going to move to the south.
Okay, cool. So you can't hide right now since you're in full view, but if you move into this difficult terrain here, then you'll be able to hide.
It's selecting, not dragging, but I will take care of that. I'm going to move south into there and hide.
Cool. Bardrick, roll a stealth check for me, please, Shaldrick. Bardrick, what would you like to do?
I'm just going to do the same thing again. Am I still within the distance? Yeah. So just going to drop the same thing because I have no idea what this can really do.
Okay,
this
14.
guy can really do.
It succeeds.
Now I have a question. I looked up the stuff about my inspiration, and it doesn't say, or at least I can't find out whether or not it says that I get them back after a long rest or a short rest. Do you know?
It's a long rest.
It's a long rest. Fuck.
Yep. Kurthak, your turn. You're going toe-to-toe into that Owlbear, man.
It does not have disadvantage this time?
Correct.
I will use patient defense. It's
Cool.
my bonus action so that it gets disadvantage and then strike at it with the hand axe.
Mm-hmm.
And miss,
Okay.
probably.
Yep, that's a miss, unfortunately. All right, Kellen, your turn.
I might actually go down this round.
Okay, so we were talking about like the ability to switch spells out, and I talked about Hail of Thorns.
Yes.
I was hoping that you'd be okay with me doing that, as far as switching out Hail of Thorns with Ensnaring Strike. I even like did all
Yep.
shit so I cast it.
That's all fine. Yes.
Okay, so as my bonus action, before I shoot, I will cast Hail of Thorns on my
Awesome.
arrow, whip it out, give it a big twang. And
Are you gaining advantage on this one as well?
No, I'm not expending a point because then I have to roll the dice, and I'd probably roll a 1 and fucking break my bow, and I don't want to do
Right.
that. So, not gonna happen. But I will cast. Hopefully, this works. There we go.
Hail of Thorns.
Hail of
The first
Thorns.
time you hit a creature, creates a rain of thorns, sprout. Wow, look at that. Cool. Extra 9 damage. Awesome.
Yep. Save
okay,
for
make your attack.
Okay, and I think it's a dex save for half.
Cool.
I'm going to ask a dumb question here. That doesn't affect Kurthak, does it?
No.
Okay.
It's the target of the... Oh, this would be the target of the attack, and each creature within 5 feet of it must make a saving throw. Yes, you're right. So Kurthak, make a dex save.
Shit.
Dex save. Which one is the save? Is that the heart or the chest?
It's the heart.
Okay.
Kellen, what's your dexterity bonus?
Well, we both rolled 14, so either we both fail or we both pass.
Dex bonus +4.
Wow, your dex is 18 now?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So the required DC is a 14, so
We both pass.
Pass.
yes, you both passed.
So you save for half. So
So you take 4 damage instead.
okay, but that's only if I hit.
But it's only if you hit, yeah. So go ahead and make your attack roll. 10, so you actually miss. So you don't damage either of them. unfortunately.
No.
But
Well,
here's the
see
thing:
you
that
guys
Hail of
next
Thorns,
time.
the Hail of Thorns thing concentrates, like for 1 minute until I hit something.
Oh, is that a concentration spell?
It says next time you hit a creature with a ranged weapon attack before the spell ends, and it's 1 minute.
But it's not necessarily a concentration spell. Hang on,
No.
let me just take a look at that. Hail of Thorns. It is a concentration spell. Unfortunately, you can't cast both Hail of Thorns and Hunter's Mark.
Oh, ever?
Correct.
because they're both
Oh.
concentration, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that. Okay, we'll leave Hunter's Mark on then and forget about a Hail of Thorns for
Hail
now.
of Thorns. Okay, owlbear time. So it takes 2 attacks at Kurthak. Both of them have disadvantage because you're dodging.
Yep.
Oops. I'll just use the disadvantage button. 7. Submit. That's a miss.
That
And
would've been a
good thing
crit.
too.
Wow.
And then the second one is a hit. So
you would have
that's
double crit me.
Fuck.
That's 12 damage for you, Kurthak.
So I go down to negative. Well, I go down to 0.
Okay, Shaldrick,
You
your
have
turn.
the thing where you pop back up.
Yeah. Do I make a death? No. Do I make a death save this round or next round, Steven?
It'd be next round. Your next turn. Shaldrick, your turn. So you just hid. Did you roll your stealth check, Shaldrick?
No, I did not roll my stealth.
Roll it now. Okay, you're super hidden. You have advantage and you have sneak attack.
Okay. Now, to utilize sneak attack, I'd have to move right next to it, right?
No, you can make a ranged attack and also have a sneak attack with it.
Let me throw a dagger.
Okay, cool.
All right. Do I have normal inspiration, right?
Is it on your sheet? I think you do.
Yes, I do. So
Okay.
I'd like to use inspiration before I roll this.
Okay. That negates so daggers have a range of 20 and 60. So beyond 20 feet, you're at disadvantage. So your inspiration negates the disadvantage, unless you want it to move forwards and be close enough.
If I'm hidden, right? So if I move forward, so I could move forward, attack with advantage,
Yes.
and then That would be
Yes.
my turn, right?
Yes.
And then can I hide at the end of the turn?
You could probably move back, take your bonus action, and hide. Yes.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay, so you move forwards within 10 feet of it or within 20 feet of it. You throw your dagger with advantage, so go ahead and roll your advantage roll.
Even though it's ranged, I just roll a normal dagger attack.
Yeah, I think you have a ranged dagger attack also. Yeah, dagger thrown. 18 is a hit, so you deal 11 total damage. Yeah, fantastic. And then you move back and you hide again, so roll another stealth check. Bardrick, your turn.
I'm gonna see Sheldrick do that, or at least I'm gonna see a fucking dagger go at this thing out of nowhere. 1, 2.
Mm-hmm.
Nice stealth.
So
check.
I'm gonna do the same thing. So I
Okay.
go here. I think that's
Yeah.
close enough, and then I'm gonna roll my ranged dagger.
Okay, cool. 17 hits. That's 7 piercing damage. Pretty solid. Yeah, awesome.
Get out of there,
Kurthak,
Kurthak!
make a death saving throw, sir.
So is this just the heart next to death saves?
Yeah. You succeed once. Kellen, your turn. So mark
Dice.
down 1 success.
I love it. Okay, let's see here. So my offhand short sword is a bonus action. That's a question. My offhand short sword is a bonus action.
Yes.
Regular action and use my offhand as a bonus action.
Yes.
Okay. Let's see here.
Two attacks is a strong opportunity.
Two attacks is strong. What do you mean?
Strong option, rather.
Yeah, no, that's what I was thinking. But I also was thinking like throwing a cure on Kurthak.
Oh, yeah, actually,
That's
that
a
would be...
action.
That would be the smartest.
No, a full action and then a bonus action. I'm taking a swipe.
Oh, you can't take your bonus melee attack without taking the attack action. So, if,
Okay.
like, you know,
I understand what you're saying.
it's already hurt. It's definitely clearly very injured, so...
Okay, that makes sense. All right. Well, let's see. I am good with my bow, but I'm only like since I use finesse, I'm only like slightly better with it, like 2 better. So I see him go down, and I think that is my next best course of action would be to run up to the owlbear, best or bravest, whatever, stupidest, whatever you want to call it. Best action is to go up there and try and stab it or
Stab it twice.
Twice with my and I have
Wait a second. So Zeke is charging an owlbear? Oh, this is going to end great again.
Shut
That's awesome.
up!
You know, Zeke is now 3 levels higher than the first time he encountered an owlbear.
And I'm saving my friend. Okay, so on the we'll attack with the first attack, and then we'll give the second attack advantage.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so first attack with my regular short sword. Here it comes. 13.
Okay, 13 is a hit. You deal 5 plus 3 piercing damage is 8, and it's still marked, so roll 1d6.
Plus 6 more.
Nice.
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 Yeah, you like stab it in the eye. Yeah, it's still alive, but it's severely wounded. It's roaring its head back and forth. It's scratching in the air.
And then I roar right back at it, just.
Nice.
Hello, you want beast? And then the second attack comes in with advantage, offhand advantage, using my inspiration.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, 24.
Oh.
4 piercing
Damn.
damage, and roll 1d6.
5 more.
5. All right, Kellen, tell us how you lay this beast to rest.
Yes.
Oh, sweet. So I see Kurthak go down, and we have spent many an adventure together, and I rarely ever see him hurt or in pain or even, especially not down on the ground. So I see that happening. I lay Nadia down on the ground, pull out both swords, charge at the beast. First one stabs right through the beast side, and I don't even bother pulling it out. I grab the other one, and roar and scream, and then I jam it right through the back of its neck so it comes out the front of its throat.
Yeah, Kellen.
And then I see it drop and I leave both swords in it, and I immediately go to CohhCarnage and make sure he's not completely dead.
Awesome. Cool. Okay.
Who has a potion of healing? Hurry.
You've got a cure, right? Yeah, so go ahead and cast your cure spell.
Because I don't have any cures.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Let's see if I stand up on my own, though.
Cure wounds.
I would have stood up on my own.
Okay, well that's right.
No, you would have taken some number of hours.
Oh,
to
that's
recover.
true. That's true. Yeah.
So CohhCarnage, you gain 4 HP back, and you wake back up and you're fine. So the rest of the evening passes uneventfully, and it's time for us to end our session today. Do some shout-outs, and I will make sure that we have XP ready when we get around to me. So JP, take it away.
Yeah, give me 1 sec, because I got to get a picture up for Co. Yeah, I'm glad.
Oh, yeah.
I have a question.
I'm still in stealth. I never came out of stealth from the last one.
That's true. You're just invisible.
Swirly stealth.
Steven?
Next level RP, man.
Yeah, Shannon?
Last time I had to do map making stuff for us to get bonus to XP.
Yes.
You described that we came from the southeast of the river towards the tower, and there was a pool, and then there was like the claw marks of the thing going from the pool to the northwest, which is where we came from. Do we do anything about that, or is that not a thing this time?
The tower is already marked on the map, actually.
Okay, cool. Then I don't have to worry about it.
Yep, exactly.
All right, Co, why don't you start us off with shout-outs? That way you can just stand up and leave, and then I'll just end the call on you, because I know you got to go. So go ahead.
As always, a big thank you. Wait, this isn't drop frames. Big thank you to JP, Shannon, Zeke, and of course the amazing DM Sound Osiris. Thank you also, guys, for putting up with my new isms, as I'm still very much learning this game. However, it's been a blast learning with you guys, and thank you for it. I am Co. You can find me every day at 8 a.m. Currently these days playing RimWorld, Terraria, Counter-Strike, Ark, although Ark is winding down, but yeah, all sorts of fun stuff. You can find me twitch.tv/CohhCarnage, same for Twitter and YouTube, and thank you all for watching today. Appreciate that, guys.
Thanks again, Co. We'll see you on Wednesday for some drop frames.
Yeah, man.
Later, Co.
Have a great one, guys.
Bye-bye. Who's next? Zeke, do some shout-outs.
What up? My name is Ezekiel III. July is a very busy month for me. I had that Vainglory thing, and coming up soon, after the day after Thursday, after Drop Frames, I will be leaving for San Diego Comic-Con.
Oh, nice. You're going to go?
Yep, that'll be a lot of fun. I'm going to go and possibly have a chance to meet one of my comic heroes, Robert Kirkman, who created The Walking Dead.
Nice.
But I will be broadcasting the next few days, Bashi, and more Bashi. You know what? I've got 2 bosses left. Hopefully I can get them done before the year is up. But you can catch me, Ezekiel_III, on all things, Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. If you want to check that out, that would be awesome. Thank you to JP, Co, Shannon, and of course, Silent Osiris. I'll see you next time.
There you go. Shannon, do some shout-outs.
Yo, I am awesome today. I killed lots of things and it felt really good. So basically I'm the best. And I'm going to get a fairy pet.
I'm the best!
Kellen promised me. You can follow me on Twitter. I tweet a fuck ton. Probably not as much as JP tweets, but you know, it's twitter.com. You tweet a ton.
I guess I
/ Shannon Zed Killer. That's Zed because I'm Canadian. And I cannot wait to pick this back up again because I'm having so much fun. Also, I'm going to be on Thursday. Wait, have we announced that?
What?
I didn't.
I guess it's like an
thing.
unofficial date, but yeah, Thursday I think is RNG.
Yeah. Thursday, we're going to do some more Saga of the Icelanders. And, you know, whether or not you believe in Ravik, whether or not you think he should be alive or he should die, then, you know, that's going to be cool. So tune in for that. That's it.
I think I'm
And thanks to all my
Co.
cast members, I guess, even though I am awesome and I killed all those shrubs.
Nice. Steven, do some shout-outs.
Thanks, guys. This was awesome. Just the breakdown for the XP real quick for killing the trees. You guys got... a total of 920 XP. For killing the owlbear, you guys got 700 XP, which total for 1620 breaks down to 405 experience points each I will update.
Ding 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 ding.
I will update Shaldrick's character sheet with that.
405. Okay.
Yep, 405 each. So great job, congratulations. I had a lot of fun with today's session. I hope you guys did too. It's taken y'all quite some time to find your way through the forest to these scions of Rillock, but it's been a fun adventure so far. You can follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube at Silent Osiris. The O is 0. I'm in all of those places. I'm not super active on Twitch or YouTube these days, but every once in a while I come back with that. You should follow, if you don't know, Adam Coble. He and I occasionally do some hacking of the West Marches. So if you're interested in like the special rules that I've added to the game, then going and looking at Adam Coble's channel is the place to see where he and I develop those. And of course, the best place to find more of me is right here on twitch.tv/itmeJP, because I am a member, a player in Swansong, and the GM of R&D as well. So thank you all for watching. I have created a Reddit thread for today's session, so go ahead and stop by there to see whatever questions and answers that you guys have about today. That's all from me. Thanks, y'all.
Awesome stuff. I don't have much else to say. I'll do it in the shout-outs. So we'll see you guys next time. We might play again next weekend because we still haven't finished our goal and why we're in a good thing. So, and I want my fucking experience for Kurthak. That's really the only real reason, is because I'm personally invested in this. Thus, I can make this call and just continue with this group.
Aren't you fourth level yet?
No, I'm not fourth.
Oh.
Probably getting a little close.
Yeah, I'm like 600 away. There goes Skype. We'll see you guys later. Have a good day. Bye-bye.